Okay guys, so this is a reminder on how to complete the graphic organizer. So the first thing I want to show you is how to complete the evidence box. So the evidence box is where you're going to put your evidence from the myth, right? So we completed this last class. You were asked to select a piece of evidence, right? And that evidence has to be connected to the micro concept you used in your topic sentence, okay? So here we've got the micro concept. This is where you're putting your evidence from the myth. Evidence is copied word for word exactly how the author has written it. And the easiest way for you to do that is to go to, if I show you here, you're going to go to King Osiris, the PDF, and you can then open that with Google Docs. And in 5 seconds, you'll be able to see that you have now got the written word, and you can copy and paste your selected evidence, right? So you can Command C and copy that evidence, and then you can go back to your table and you can Command V, Shift. So if you press Command, Shift, and then V, it will place all of the evidence neatly inside that evidence box, right, with nice, neat font. So you're going to put your evidence in this box. This blue box is for paraphrased evidence, right? Now, we paraphrase evidence by including important details such as character names, character emotions, character actions, settings and places, right, and events that are in the evidence, but we want to shorten it, right? So we want to make it shorter, and we want to use our own words as much as possible, right? If there's a name of a character or a name of a setting, we can't change that word, but we can use other words to describe what is happening in our evidence. So we're going to use our paraphrased evidence in this box. The micro concept, remember you can find that micro concept in your topic sentence in your notebook, okay? And these first 3 columns are literally work that we've already completed that you should just be copying into the graphic organizer, okay? Now, the micro concept, right? This is new. What you're looking for here are details. Remember, details are characters, their names, right? Character descriptions, character emotions, character actions, any events and settings, right? Those are details. We need to find details which can be evidence of Atum's protective love, right? Where do we see an example of Atum's protective love? In the details that the writer uses. So I'm going to look down here because it says, when Atum could not find his children, he was distraught. Now, distraught means extremely upset, extremely panicked, extremely emotionally overwhelmed, right? So I'm going to take that as an example of Atum loving his children. His children are lost and he completely loses his mind, right? And I've used this as my first detail that proves he loves his children. Now I'm going to look for a second piece of evidence because ideally we want 2 details, right, for the concept. My second detail from this piece of evidence is here. He cries out into the universe, "Shu, Tefnut, where are you?" Look at these exclamation marks, guys. Right? This shows how emotional he is. He cries, right? You know, he is extremely upset, right? And I'm going to use this as my second detail. Atum's crying out his children's names into the universe. This shows that he loves his children, right? So we want 2 details here. I then need you to explain how these details show the micro-concept, and this must be done in a sentence. Now, your explanation should be about a character in King Osiris. Mine is about Atum's eye. Yours is about King Osiris. You have to write about your character. Is it going to be Isis? Is it going to be Osiris? Right? Is it Nephis? Is it Anubis? Who are you writing about that shows, right, a family's protection and love? So I've said here, Atum cares for his children, right? That shows Atum's love. And this care and love is shown through fears for their well-being. That's what shows that he loves his children. He's fearful that they are not being looked after when they're lost. And I can see that he loves his children because he's frantic, he's panicked, and he cries, right, for them to come back. You must write the bold as well. But it says clearly demonstrate, you must also write that. Now, you could also write clearly shows, or clearly portrays, or clearly illustrates, and then include your micro concept. That's this green writing here. So after this bold word, you must include the micro concept, and you must follow it with the word because. And then explain, as I have done, because Atum knows they're in a vulnerable situation in the dark, deep waters of Nun, and he wants them to return safe to where they'll to him. So this part, the because, explains how the evidence, right, shows Atum loves his children and he wants to protect them. You must do that for your myth and your character and your micro concept. Okay, so good luck with this. And I'm looking forward to seeing your writing.